Howdy, Dan Williams. I'm a licensed physician assistant of 40 years. I'm old. Yep. Been doing urgent care medicine and emergency medicine for a long time. We're going to discuss expiration dates on food. Why? Well, with Survive Outdoors, camping, hiking, whatever you do, we basically throw away about 30% of food that we shouldn't be throwing away. And it's important for you to know this, especially I know I got quite a few preppers that are out there watching my channel, so I'm going to target some of those issues. So why do we have expiration dates on food? Is it for us to protect the consumer? Maybe a little bit. Or is it also to protect the producer of that, the company, for liability so we don't sue them? So, the objective person with the blinders on is going to say basically, oh, it's for both and it's equal and it's protecting the consumer, protecting us. Well, when money's involved, I get a little cynical, paranoid, if you will. So expiration dates on food, on milk, you can definitely eat and drink this much further past the expiration date, except one thing, and that is infant formula. So that you have to abide by that expiration date right on the money. But things like cheese, for example. Oh my God, there's mold on the cheese, throw it out. Well, I'll give you an example. Look at this. We bought this at a store, which will remain nameless. And if you recognize that, you'll probably know. The expiration date on this is where was it at? On here, here it is. It is May 2024. It's never been opened, as you can see, and it looks like Christmas in there. Look at all that green mold. Isn't that great? So my hunch on this is probably has to deal with the packaging. It had some air in there, and someone was in a rush when they packaged it, and that's what happened. So it'll be going back. So if you look at this peanut butter down here, it has best if used by August of 2024. Okay, peanut butter, this can last for years, all right? Not an issue. If it's unopened and sealed, stick it in your pantry, it's going to be fine. Now, what's really important to note here, there is a best if used by date, all right? That doesn't mean it expires on that date. Keep it in your pantry. Use your nose, your taste buds, and a little bit of just taste it. That is the best. I mean, go back to 1901 for God's sakes and think about what they did back then. So then there's a sell by date, and sell by a certain date is basically for the retailer to know when he needs to take that off the shelf so he doesn't get sued. Everybody loves a sue, right? So then you have freeze by dates. You're going to have certain foods that say you need to freeze this by this certain date. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Then you have closed date, and that's going to tell the retailer basically when that was processed. So the one we always pay attention to, and most consumers, is best by date, and then we go, oh my gosh, it's expired, throw it out. I'm not eating it, I'm not going to get sick. And by the way, on that cheese, and if you eat that, you're not going to get sick. You can cut it off and eat the cheese. I swear, I'm here to tell you. So go back about a quarter of an inch, cut it off, it's fine. What is cheese? Mold. I mean, it's fine, okay? Then you have, think about expiration dates. Think about these Twinkies here. March of 2024. I think if you look it up, Hostess says they're good for about a year, 12 to 14 months. That is absolutely not true. These things will probably last for 100 years. Realistically, they'll last for 5 to 10, most likely. Again, you're going to open the package, you taste it, you smell it, you're fine. Not a problem. Milk is another one. That is one that I just recently, I drank milk 5 to 7 days past the expiration until it had that sour smell. Eggs. Eggs should last a month or 2 months. And then you can do the float test if you're unsure. Throw them in water. If they float, they bloat. If they float, no good. If they sink, you're good to go. I mean, back in the day when I was younger, we had eggs that were out in the field that the chickens laid for, or in the chicken coop for, God, I don't know, at least 3-4 weeks. Brought them in, stayed in the house for 3 or 4 weeks. It was not an issue. So it's really important to check this out in terms of expiration dates. Things like that last for a long time are like salt, flour, pasta, 10 to 15 years. Other things like canned beans, ramen noodles last forever. All of the coconut oil, that lasts forever. Honey, it has been shown that 50, 75, 100 years. Yeah, you may have to warm it up. By the way, I did a short recently, and Michael, one of our subscribers, mentioned to me I need to check out, because if you microwave honey, it can denature the proteins. And he's absolutely 100% correct. It can. So you don't want to microwave it. Best to leave it in the jar, put it in some warm boiling water, make sure it doesn't melt. And if you microwave it, there can be hot spots and it can blow. So, hey, don't microwave the honey. All right. So, but microwave honey is going to last for a long, long time. One important point on canned goods, I don't care if they're green beans, beans, whatever. If the can has a dent, if it has a crease, you are at higher risk for that can of getting botulism. Make darn sure that the cans don't have dents or any creases in them. That's really important. All right, we're going to hit down the road variety of different viruses and bacteria of diarrhea. I'm going to put a clip and carry on in the bottom where you can actually print it out, and you'll know each one, how long is the incubation period and what you should do. So I thought that'd be something really important for you guys to have. Stay safe, keep your eyes on the rise and your face to the wind.